Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'd like to start repairing a bit more of the driveway. The sun's come out, we've had a heavy downpour and I've got another leak inside the barn, so before I set about with the gravel, I'm going to get harnessed up, see you up on the roof, we'll sort some tiles out. It's just that little cluster there and there. It's just causing a lot of damage inside. Yeah, it is windy, so I'll see what it's like once I'm up there. First I've got to move the ladders across and the scaffolding. It's just not worth overstretching. I got up there last time and I just couldn't reach it. 1 minute blue sky, then out of nowhere, yeah, it's always looking over your shoulder. Can't let it stop us though. So once again it's just a temporary measure. Kind of wedging them in, can't get the clips in, it's doing too much damage. So it's a case of getting them stuck down, sometimes overlapping. As long as it doesn't leak for the coming months, I'm okay with that. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, and that's not to push your luck. I've got a little bit more done. We wait for a less windy, calm day. You just get gusts all of a sudden and it's those that can knock you off balance. Right, let's go and get some gravel. I'll see you down there. I often find the best technique when you're spreading gravel over a large area is not to shovel it down like that, but to go like that. It finds its own level. You find as time goes on this will compact down. Sometimes it kind of disappears, but just top it up again. Eventually you'll end up with a nice hard surface. Now I've toyed with the idea and actually done it with the membrane, but found that those weeds just poke straight through, and then it's a real job to try and get the weeds out with the membrane. So now I'm just putting it down, no membrane, anything comes through, I'll get the slicer in there, dig it out. That way it's just a much easier job. Now there's an area here, and what that probably is where the car wheels stop. They have mud on them and the mud falls off and then the weeds and that get a grip. So we'll dig that out. In actual fact, you can see where I've stopped the membrane there. Just be careful of that. We'll just rake the weeds out of it. These are just ongoing maintenance jobs. can use the straight edge to get it level first. Just glide it over the top, it knocks all the high ridges over. And do it in a cross hatch, that way you won't have any high spots. I always chuckle to myself when I'm doing some gravel work, because I've done a job for someone once and we got down probably just over an inch or so, and I said, you don't really want to go any more deeper than that because you won't be able to drive and walk over it. No, I want it double as thick as that. I went, I think you might regret it. And the next day he phoned up, yeah, can you come round and take off an inch or so, the postwoman's got stuck in a van. So yeah, you can't have this too thick. There's an optimum level, too thin and it'll disappear. In the middle, a couple of inches maybe, depends on your ground beneath. These jobs are great, they're instant transformations, they don't cost too much and you can achieve it in relatively short periods of time. Now I can hire the local truck at the builders merchants, drive up and just tip it off. Then I have to obviously do it myself, level it off. But that works out probably nearly 3 times the expense, and you've got to run backwards and forwards as well. So there is a factor. If there's a few of you spreading it about, yeah, then get the tipper and just tip a load off. But I don't mind doing it like this. Certainly saves money. I think next I'll tidy this area up. Tom is on doggy duties. Hello. Titch. Titchy. Titchy. Titch. Hello. Hello. Good girl. Well, they're certainly looking much better. It will help keep the mud down. I'll need to get another load and just carry on working my way that way, but for now I'll take that as a win. Now while it's not raining, I think I'll give this a coat of paint. That can be drying. Yep, what a great find this was. Okay, let's get that rubbed down, prepped up, and a coat of paint on there. or black. The jury's out. Well, tune in next time and I'll tell you whether or not it ended up black. Okay, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.